What's up? So, of course, it's another one. So, we officially have 14 days, 2 weeks until we're moving to our new spot. And so, first things first, it's not that hot. It's hot as hell, but it's a little bit of breeze blowing, so it's not that bad. Aside from that, something, if I was minding my business in the ways that I should have been, I could have been in my house relaxing in the AAC because I own a home-based business. So it's really no need for me to be out and about besides inside my house, making content, sending DMs, emails, all that stuff. But since I wasn't minding my business, I have to come here and mind other people's business. But one thing I will say, I've completely learned my lesson. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. I don't even want to call it a situation, it's just life. So we're gonna get through this point in life. We're gonna recover, we're gonna bounce back, and we're gonna come back stronger than ever. Can I tell you what? I don't ever want to go through this again. But it's good to know that if I have to go through this again, I know I can get through it. And so, but yeah, I don't ever want to go through this again. And so, we're going to hold the next paycheck next week. We have to set up our utilities, our credit taking a hit. And partially is on me and not taking, and just me procrastinating on certain things. Like I should be calling the bank and, try and get. I should be calling the bank to get, certain things sorted out. But it's like I just don't care. For one, for two, I own credit repair software, so I can always fix my credit. So one thing about credit can always be used, abused, and recycled and rebuilt. So it don't matter if you have a 300, 400, 500 credit score, you partner with the right person and we can get you back up to the 6s, back to the 7s, and hopefully the 8s, depending on your level of discipline. And so when it comes to this credit, I understand how the game is played, so I don't want to say I don't care, because your credit score is very important. But me knowing I have the means to repair my own credit myself, like I don't want to take on the extra stress, even though I should, but I just don't want to. And so, in a sense, I guess I have options, but it is what it is. But I just want to break off into today's lesson, which is more related to self-awareness. One thing, or two things I should say, I've realized is that, for one, I'm the type of person that if I love you, if I fuck with you, and you need something, and it's within my power to do it, I'm gonna do it for you. Cause you're my girl, you're my dog, you're my bro, you're my family, you're my friend. But when I do things for you, just speaking in general, part of me, I don't want to use the word expect, but I would feel like you would do the same thing for me as well. And so when I do for somebody else and that person won't do for me, I feel bad, that's one thing. So I had to teach myself, or I had to learn, you do things out of the kindness of your heart and don't expect anything back from anyone. That's something I had to learn myself. And secondly, people, I just realized that people in general, people in my life, with the exception of a select few, they won't ride for me as hard as I would ride for them, if that makes sense. So And it's really heartbreaking. Like I would move mountains for certain people. When I make certain decisions, I think about certain people. But when it's time for other people to make their decisions, like it's like they don't take me into account, you know. And that in itself is very heartbreaking. But it's like, and that's when the scriptures, you know, they say, put your faith in God, put your faith and put your trust in God. Because if you put your faith and trust in man gonna always disappoint you. And so that's today's lesson. We're gonna stay here long. So aside from that, I'm grateful for the lessons that life teaches me right now. I'm grateful for the mentors that got me to this point. I'm grateful for the heat, even though it's annoying. But I'm grateful for the heat. I don't think I would like to be cold 24/7, you know, 365 days all the year. So I'm grateful for the heat. I'm grateful for the summer. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for the situation. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be alive. And so with that being said, that's the end of today's videos. Down in the comments, I want you to drop 3 things that you're grateful for, and I'll see y'all in the next one.